Spurs are about to lose to the OKC Thunder. I decided to make this video anyways with the game still going on with about like 2 minutes and 46 seconds left. They're down by 16. It's safe to say they're going to lose this game anyways. I don't see a miraculous comeback. I'll eat crow if I'm wrong, but I doubt it. But the biggest thing that stands out to me about this game is Victor Wembanyama's struggle in this game. He's struggled quite a few times so far in the short regular season so far, and it's just not a good sign. Or it's not good at all if you're a Spurs fan to see this, as I am. Just he's struggling out there in these games. And the biggest reason I feel why he's struggling in these games is, first of all, the ball movement has been bad at times. Even with the addition of Chris Paul, they're still not really finding him in the right spots where he can get the easy buckets. So that's one thing I'll give on the team. But there's a few more things. I don't think Popovich is utilizing him the right way. He's trying to have him like post up like he's Tim Duncan. And Tim Duncan is my favorite player of all time. He's definitely my favorite player of all time. I thought one of the things that made Tim Duncan so dominant was that he had a back-to-the-basket game, something very few people ever talk about for some odd reason. They like to pretend it didn't exist, but Tim Duncan was one of the greatest post-up players I've ever seen in my life. His back-to-the-basket game was top-notch. You could say only Shaq was better at actually backing down guys in the post during his era. That's probably the only guy you could say was better, but Duncan was deceptively strong where he could muscle guys in the post on the baseline and get easy positioning for baskets. That he had ridiculous strength, very underrated if you watch some of his old videos. Spurs are trying to post up Victor like he's Tim Duncan, but he doesn't have the strength to do it, unfortunately. I wish he did. He still has to put on some more muscle and pounds before he can really be strong enough to get positioning on these guys, but he can't do it. I've seen him try to post guys up, especially in this game. I've seen him try to do it quite a few times. He's failed, or guys have pulled the chair on him where he's fallen down. He's got embarrassed, but he doesn't have the strength to post up guys. He just doesn't have it. And I've seen this in a few other games too, that he's just not able to do that. That's something he probably won't be able to do for another year or two because he's going to have to get some more muscle, gain some more pounds to be able to have the strength to do it. But he doesn't have it right now, unfortunately. So I think this is kind of like a losing proposition, what the Spurs are trying to do in that regard. I do believe to make the game easier, Victor should definitely work on hitting the mid-range shots. Those are easy buckets, even though the NBA doesn't like mid-range shots anymore. I think that'll loosen up the defense. That there are three spots I think would be money spots for him if he worked on it right now. He should aim for hitting the mid-range to the top of the key area. That would open up some things for him that guys would give him that shot. Or if they don't, he can drive and slash in with a face-up game, kind of similar to Dirk and Kevin Garnett. I think that's what he should be trying to do. And just the same thing on the baseline. I think he could hit fadeaway shots on the baseline on either side of the court. They should try to get him shots on those areas. So top of the key, baseline, jump shots like Dirk did in Dallas back in the day. That's the model I would strive for Victor right now. Him working on his face-up game, his drive to the basket, and hitting these pull-up mid-range jumpers from those three spots. I think that's the best way the Spurs could go to correct this issue because this man is not going to be a post-up player this year. It's just he's not strong unless he takes some steroids or something to gain strength. I don't see it working out. I definitely think the Spurs have to do that. Just this guy's getting clobbered in the post, and he's putting up very, very bad numbers. These are pathetic numbers tonight. 1 for 5 from the field. That's unacceptable. Victor should be at least getting 15, 16 shots a game. He should be at least getting that many. I don't care if he misses them, but he should be getting that many. 6 points, 2 assists, 3 blocks, 4 turnovers, and -4 plus minus rating. He's just terrible all around. Like, part of it is on him, but part of it is also on the Spurs. They got to put him in better positions to succeed, and they're clearly not doing it right now. It's really tough. I think Victor mentally is going to have to get through this period. Sometimes guys sophomore season can be quite a struggle, and it can break them to some degree mentally. So I think he's going to have to mentally overcome what's happening right now with these defenses clobbering him and the refs not calling the physical play that they're allowing on him. Do I have faith he will overcome it? Yeah, I do think he's hyper competitive. He'll figure it out, but Spurs have a lot of work to do to fix this situation and rectify it, I feel. But that's all I have to say.